And we're happy to have with us today two of our publishing associate directors, Ms. Jean Good and Mr. Robert Moses. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, so we've been talking about some of the wonderful seminars we have planned during camp meeting. So I understand your department has some too. Would you like to share with our constituents what you have planned?
Yes, one of the things that we feel most important is the Great Commission that God has given His church, and that is to go out into the world and save souls. And that's what we're about, helping people to find their way to reach souls.
And we realized that Jesus was a master soul winner. And so what we want to do is to explore His method of evangelism, because He has laid down a blueprint for evangelism for us. And so we've entitled our seminar, How to Catch a Man or a Woman Fishing for Souls. Because Jesus told His disciples in Matthew 4:19 that from henceforth they would catch men. And so we want to explore what made Jesus so successful in soul winning, and how His success can be ours. And then on the last day of the seminar will be from Monday to Wednesday, from 1:45 to 3 o'clock. And then on the last day of the seminar on Thursday, we'll be actually taking folk out into the community.
Oh, wonderful.
So that they can put into practice what they've learned in the seminar.
Okay, and where will your seminar be held?
It will be held here at the Cheatham Complex, down in the cafeteria.
Wonderful. Sounds like a great seminar's planned. Thank you for sharing it with us.
Thank you.
Now that we've heard from our publishing department, let's learn about some important rules and regulations for camp meeting. To ensure that everyone has an enjoyable time while they're here, there are crucial camp rules and regulations in place that must be followed. In this episode, we're going to highlight 7 of them, but a complete list can be found in your camper's guide. Okay, Pastor Harris, so tell us, what does zero tolerance really mean?
The conference administration, in its effort to promote safety, has taken a position that zero tolerance would be the theme for any illegal activity, possession, use, or trafficking of drug and alcohol. That means if criminal prosecution or legal action is necessary, and at the very least, removal from the campgrounds will be the action taken.
All lodging assignments must be assigned by the housing coordinators located in the Welcome Center. No individual is permitted to move into or onto any room or living space without the proper consent of the housing coordinators. All individuals ages 20 and under must be registered under the direct guardianship of someone 21 years and older for the duration of the camp or for the specified housing tenure of the guardian. Guardians must be registered campers and will be held responsible and accountable for those individuals left in their care. Parents leaving ages 20 and under must fill out the required documents authorizing the guardian to assume responsibility for the child or children left in his or her charge. So, since no one's allowed to be out after curfew, can you tell us what time is curfew for camp meeting?
Sure will. Curfew is 10:30 every weekday evening. And on Saturday nights, we've extended curfew to 11 p.m. At that time, the snack shop will be closed. All activity on the grounds will come to an end, and all campers are expected to be in their places of residence, and those who are non-residents are expected to leave the grounds at curfew time.
So no midnight strolls?
No midnight strolls. Stroll in your mind. Stroll in your heart. Order, ladies.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
Are any of you Allegheny East employees?
No.
So none of you work for the media team? No. Sanitation? No. I know you're part of the ACT team. No. So is this your personal golf cart?
Yeah.
I see. Your personal golf cart, you don't work for the conference?
No pets, bicycles, or personal golf carts are allowed. So I understand there are no other activities going on during the worship service hours. Why did you all feel it was necessary to stress that?
Okay. Camp meeting is a time of spiritual revival, and we've painstakingly taken the time to create worship experiences for everyone who comes on the grounds. We thought in order to foster that the best thing to do is to make sure that there would be no competing activity during worship time. We're encouraging everyone who is on the grounds to find a place of worship, from the youth to the adults, and experience camp meeting.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm just parking. They tried to get me to park somewhere else, but I want to park close to the tent, so I think I'm going to park right here beside these cabins. Yeah, I'll be in there soon. Yeah. All right, talk to you later. Okay, bye-bye.
Hello, camper.
Hi.
This is an illegal parking area.
Really? But I just wanted to be close to the... Okay, so it'll be really great if I can get my stuff in the cabin pretty quickly. If I can... Oh, there's a gate here. You know what? Let me just open it. I need to get over there. Okay. Let's see.
Hello, camper.
Hi.
Working security?
No.
I see. These gates were closed because this is an illegal parking area. Hoping you weren't planning to go in.
Oh, of course not. Thanks for letting me know.
Thank you. And once again, illegal parking.
Parking rules will be strictly enforced to foster pedestrian safety. Vehicles in violation may be towed at the owner's expense. Now, Pastor Harris, when I hear an alarm or a word that there's an emergency going on, my instinct is to run. But I understand we actually have a system in place for camp meeting for such types of emergencies.
Yes. During an emergency, we have to have a plan in place, because when the emergency hits, it's too late. And that is the natural instinct to run. However, we want to make sure that safety is promoted. Our buildings for safety will be clearly marked. The campers will be given clear instructions based on zones around the campground where they should go for immediate shelter from impending storms or inclement weather or any emergency that will be announced. We're asking campers to pay attention to the announcements and follow those instructions explicitly.
Now that we've had a chance to go over some of our camp rules and regulations, we're going to speak to some more of our directors to hear about other seminars planned for the week. And now we have with us Attorney Jackson Doggett. Welcome.
Thank you.
He serves in several capacities at Allegheny East Conference. Why don't you tell them what those are?
Officially, I'm General Counsel, Director of Philanthropy, which is actually Stewardship and Trust Services, and a new responsibility is Public Affairs and Religious Liberty.
Wonderful, thank you. So we're talking about camp meeting and the seminars that we have planned. And I understand that in your department, you have a series planned for the week. Why don't you tell them about that?
Yes, we're doing a personal finance series in the pavilion this year from 9:30 to 10:50. And we're going to talk about the financial pyramid, how to get from the base to the pinnacle.
Okay, wow. Now, will you be conducting these seminars, or?
I will conduct several of them. I have 3 guests. Robert Patterson, the under-treasurer for the conference, will be doing tithes and offerings. Specifically, where does the tithe dollar go? We will also have Miss Venice Harvey from Allstate to talk about what insurances people really need to guard against financial loss and catastrophe. And then we have Miss Sharon Pruitt, who will talk about estate planning. And I think you're really going to enjoy what she has to say.
Excellent. Sounds like a good lineup. Now, there's also a special event, I think, that happens on Thursday. You want to tell the people about that?
This is our 2nd annual golf tournament. And this year, for the first 25 people who register for the tournament, there will be a gift. And there will be prizes for the top 3 golfers this year.
Great. All right, thank you for joining us. Sounds like it's going to be a great week.
Thank you for having me.
And now we have with us Mrs. Judy B. Giles Dent, who is our education superintendent. So, we thank you for joining us. Now, this is your first year in this role, and I understand that you're going to be partnering with some of the other departments for the Friday night service. Can you tell the audience about that service?
I would certainly love to tell the audience about that service. Friday night, which is traditionally the education night, we have invited attorney Jackson Doggett to speak to all of the campers about the importance of stewardship. What should I render unto God for all his benefits to us? And how does education fit in that? Well, the most precious commodity we have to offer to God should be our children. And with that in mind, we are going to partner with all of the departments, the Allegheny East Conference, to let you know that when we talk about evangelism, when we talk about stewardship, every department should be cooperating with each other to make sure that we have one goal in mind, and that is when we touch the life of a child, we are evangelizing, which means that we've touched the life of the parent, all of the adults in that child's life. So I'm excited about the Friday night program.
Oh, sounds like it's going to be great. Now, the education department is also sponsoring a seminar during the week, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I'm excited about that. We are entitling our seminar, Urgent Care. C stands for Curriculum, A, Assistance to Re-Energize Education.
Wow, that's great.
So we have a wonderful individual coming to speak to you about how you can help us with your children to re-energize education. And that is Dr. Gina Brown. And she is like an energizing bunny who will be coming in to give us those wonderful strategies to assist our children to become effective, efficient students in the classroom. So that will take place at the W.R. Wagner School in the multipurpose room from 1:45 to 3:30. And the reason I'm excited about it because education will be the discussion throughout the entire campground, because Elder Fordham, his focus has been education and making sure that we energize you to help us make the Allegheny East school system the best in all, not only the conference or the union, but the world.
Excellent. Sounds wonderful. Well, we thank you for joining us today and sharing with us what we can expect next.
It was my pleasure.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure.
Our Health Ministries Director, Mrs. Leah Scott, welcome.
Thank you so much, Latasha. Glad to be here.
Thank you for joining us. And so this year at camp meeting, I hear you, Health Ministries is doing something a little different with its seminars. Why don't you tell our viewers about that?
Okay, what we're going to do this year, basically the same setup, but instead of just a straight lecture, we're going to do something called Health Matters with Leah. In other words, we're going to develop a health show. And what we're going to do during that time is have cooking demonstrations and exercise movements so that you can take them back home. And just to talk about what these demonstrations will be, the topics will be inflammation in the body and how to reduce inflammation, Latasha, because actually inflammation is the onset of most diseases, most chronic diseases. If we can learn how to reduce inflammation, we can reduce diseases. And the only way to find out how to do that is to come to Health Ministries, Health Matters with Leah.
Okay, so this is like a talk show, like a Dr. Oz or...
Yes, it is.
Okay,
yes,
so who will your special guests be?
Oh, we're so excited. We have coming to present with us Dr. Charles Marcel, the Executive Director for the Wildwood Lifestyle Center.
Okay.
And we also have Dr. Joy Peterson, who is a wonderful nutritionist, and she has a couple of books out. The book that we're going to be promoting this year is called "'Tis the Seasoning," because it's part of this is the seasonings that you put in your food to reduce inflammation. That's the only little tip I'm going to give.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so what time is the taping, or what time are the seminars?
Actually, our seminars are in the Jesse Wagner School from 3:15 to 4:30 on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Excellent, excellent. So I know we have our seminars, but I also look forward to a little physical activity. I have
Oh,
a
yes.
pedometer, ready to put some steps on there.
Speaking
So what
of
do we have?
pedometers, we're both wearing ours. Yes, what we're going to do is this year, we're going to have water aerobics, which is going to be great. And also, we're going to talk about exercise and how that relates to inflammation also. We're going to have Valerie Roach with us and Rhonda Rose. They're both fitness experts, and they're going to show you how to reduce inflammation by moving more.
Oh, okay. Now, I know you usually have something around 6 a.m. in the mornings. Are you
Oh, you don't want to miss that. That just refreshes everybody for the day. It just sets the tone. And it's 6 o'clock a.m. every morning, starting Monday, the Monday of camp meeting. We're going to be meeting right outside of the media building in that pavilion. 6 a.m. We have exercises for every age. We have fun. It's rejuvenating. It's just wonderful. If you want to become fit and fabulous, come to that 6 a.m. meeting. It is awesome.
Excellent, excellent. Sounds like we have a lot of things that can keep you active during camp meeting.
Absolutely.
So we hope you'll come and join us. Thank you for sharing with us today, Ms.
My pleasure. And I'll see you at camp meeting.
Pastor Colin Brathwaite, another one of our directors who wears several hats. Can you tell us what are the departments that you're in charge of?
I serve as director of Sabbath School, Personal Ministries, Disability Ministries, and Prison Ministries presently.
Okay, excellent. So with all of those ministries, I'm sure you have a lot of seminars or activities planned during camp meeting.
Yes, we do. We're very excited about camp meeting this year. We are following the Gospel Commission. It says, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations," and we are running a seminar which will be coordinated by our ministers of discipleship, which Sister Jackie Davis is coordinating, and it's called Soul Winning 101, and we will take you through the steps of becoming a soul winner for Jesus.
Excellent, excellent. What do you have? I know Sabbath School is usually a big event on Sabbath mornings. What do you have planned this year for Sabbath?
We have something very special planned. We're having the North American Division Director of Adult Ministries, Elder Alfred Johnson, who will be teaching Sabbath School the first Sabbath, and then the editor of the Message magazine, Attorney Carmela Monk Crawford, will be there the second Sabbath, and also that first Sabbath we're having something very exciting, Trophies of Victory, where all the members that have been baptized in the Alleghenies Conference are asking them to come, where they'll be recognized, and each one will be given a trophy. Ellen White speaks about when Jesus comes, that he comes with his trophies. So we're going to give them their trophies this year and recognize them. And our goal is hopefully that we can ring the whole pavilion with those individuals that have been baptized from last year camp meeting time until this year. But our goal is if we don't reach it this year, next year we're planning to have it, because we have asked that the conference, those in the conference, to baptize 2,000. Our goal is for 2,000 people to be baptized within the Alleghenies Conference.
Wonderful, that is excellent. And I also think we have a special guest who's coming to speak during the week. Can you tell our constituents?
Yes, we've asked Dr. Calvin Rock, who served as president of Oakwood College then, which is now Oakwood University, and has served as vice president of General Conference. He is coming, and he is going to present a topic, Righteousness by Faith. He will be speaking every day at 11 o'clock. The whole campus will be shut down, and all of our attention will be given to Dr. Rock at that time, where he will preach and teach. And we're looking for some very exciting and some very inspiring messages from Dr. Rock.
Sounds like it. Some great things you have planned. I know our constituents are going to enjoy it.
Yes, they sure will. Come and be blessed, and we'll save a seat for you.
Excellent. Thanks for joining us. And this concludes our AEC Today's camp meeting preview. We hope we provided some information you can use. We look forward to seeing you on Thursday, June 27th at Allegheny East Camp Meeting.